Hi, and welcome to English 4 AP. My name is Aaron Tieman, and I will be your son or daughter's teacher this semester. It is my 19th year here at Lyons Township, and I'm very lucky in many ways. One, I met my wife here 19 years ago, and she is currently a math teacher at South Campus. Two, I live in the community, so I might be one of your neighbors. I live in LaGrange. You might see me walking around, so hopefully I will treat your son or daughter as though you are a neighbor just a couple houses away. I want to talk about a couple things today. To begin, I want to mention technology. If you could pass along some advice, now they've been doing a very good job by and large, but if you could encourage them to make sure they have their video screen on during the first 5 minutes, kind of as a facial ID, so I know exactly who is there, as there is a way students can change their names. And there has been some shenanigans going on. So this is something, please have them have their screen on so I can quickly see who is in the class. Second, if there are any technology needs, please contact Lyons Township as soon as possible, and they will provide your son or daughter with a laptop. Now, that said, I do highly encourage you to join as Canvas. If you'd like to join your son or daughter and follow along with everything we are doing, here are the directions: is to go to the Lyons Township homepage, click on the Parents button, and then try to set up a become an observer. And you're going to need to ask your son or daughter for the parent code, and this is something they can help you walk through. Otherwise, there is an app through the App Store. You can find ways in which you can add our course and check in on things such as this, which are due dates. We have a calendar with all the assignments, as well as the writing portfolio, things that we have done in class. You can pretty much see everything we are doing if you want. Again, this is just recommended. You don't need to do it, but if you are curious, everything is there for your access as well. So what is this class? Well, it is AP, and we are trying to provide your son or daughter with a college level experience in critical thinking, close reading, and persuasive writing skills. Using a wide range of fiction and nonfiction genres, students will study the art of persuasion and learn about the various methods authors and speakers employ to create arguments for a variety of purposes and audiences. Students will also learn to apply these persuasive techniques or strategies to their own writing. Finally, upon completion of the course and passing the AP Language and Composition exam, students may be eligible for one full semester's worth of college credit. Now, they do not have to take this test. This is not something that's going to be a lot of fun for them, but I have my sound effect. There we go. That's money in the bank. And so, you know, each class, $4,000 or $5,000, that will save you some big money. So please encourage them to sign up and take that class, and hopefully I will do my best job to prepare them so they pass and get you that money. All right, so what are we actually doing in class? So a brief overview: we are studying language and composition, which deals with rhetoric, persuasion, rhetorical devices or persuasive devices and techniques, as to kind of the art of what authors do to shape an argument. Then we'll be getting into, pretty soon here in a couple weeks, George Orwell's 1984, as this deals with government control to a dystopian level that I think is really engaging, and I think they're going to like that as I'm talking to you right now through a screen, all the technology in our lives and all the opportunities for that invasion in our privacy and how that can control our power. Then we read a book called Siddhartha, which is the story of the Buddha. And I know this is public school, but it's really more about, not about religion, but more about finding peace and harmony within our lives. And so it's kind of a hero's journey tale that is, we'll walk your son or daughter through kind of questioning what we should be focusing on or what they could be focusing on in life, and try to get their priorities straight on certain things that will bring them happiness. Next semester, we get right back into studying more rhetoric and language and composition skills, and then jump into Hamlet, which, if you don't know, is the Lion King, the story of the Lion King, where the Lion King ripped off Shakespeare. And so this is a story about grief and loss and isolation in many ways, and how Hamlet is struggling with his own emotions and unable to process them. And then, of course, Shakespeare mixes in a whole bunch of action and all kinds of things. So the last story of the year is Behind the Beautiful Forevers, and that was written in 2011. So it's more contemporary, but it does deal with this more of a global lens and takes us into the slums of Mumbai, India. And so it's kind of trying to provide students with that cultural lens of what life is like around the world, something very different than the United States, a place in which I've actually personally traveled to. So I'm hoping to bring in some of my own experiences when I travel to India as well. Now, this is important too, because of late work, there's so much going on in our lives today. Please encourage your son or daughter to communicate well in advance if they need extra time. I know this is, of all years, this is one of those things that we need to be even more flexible, and I'm more than willing to do so. However, they kind of have to hold up their end as well, which is to just make sure they're communicating in advance, which means not before the night before your paper is due. Try to tell me something's going on, share as much as you can, and I will accommodate that. That said, once the essays come back, if your son or daughter does not like the grade they received, they can redo this, and that needs to be done within the first 2 weeks, so after they get grade or paper back. They can set up a conference with me, we can Zoom each other in the morning, we can talk about their paper and ways they can improve it, and then they can resubmit for a brand new grade. Now, there's a lot more details to this course. If you are curious, this is kind of a broad overview, but you can log into Canvas and look at the AP course syllabus that has more of our learning objectives, some of the materials, some of the other books that we're reading. So if you are interested in that, that information is all there for you. Besides that, thank you for watching this video and all the support that you have given us. I truly do appreciate that. And please email or call me even if you have any questions or concerns or any other situations that are popping up that you just want to talk about. And I really do hope that someday we get back to in-person learning and I can have normal parent-teacher conferences and I will be able to meet you all in person. But until that point, thanks again. Please contact me, reach out whenever possible. Thank you.